Buenos ding dong diddly dias, senores y senoritas. Welcome to Schnozzcast. Your host tonight, Bob, Cory, Nick, and Todd. Gentlemen. Cory, how are you?
Oh, hello, sir. That was quite the intro.
Always good to do that in the second episode. Nick, how are you?
I'm trying to figure out what Buenos
Ding dong diddly dias, senores y senoritas.
I don't know what any of that means, but I'm doing fine, Bob, and how are you?
I'm good. Todd Dillon, how are you, sir?
Amazingly mighty, brother.
Amazingly mighty. Okay. Have we gotten to the point now where we're using multiple verbs and adjectives? Can we just settle on one, like a primary verb?
You're making rules for this, or this is...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I'm setting
I know.
guardrails
Yeah.
around what
I
is
am
clearly...
stupendous then. Stupendous.
You're the man. You're the man. And hey, if you're also the man, you should be listening to us in all of our past episodes, wherever you get podcasts, on any streaming service you want. You can also follow us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, and
What else?
Sanskrit.
Are we streaming live on Instagram tonight?
Abacus.
Yes.
Streaming live on Instagram. That happens frequently, ladies and gentlemen, every weekend. If you want to send us an email, you can email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com, or you can call or text us anytime, day or night, at 618-SHOCKER.
On the Shocker line. It's open. Ready to go.
Shocker. Shockingly shocking.
Shocker.
Shocker's ready to go.
Shocker's ready. If you wanted to do it.
I'm shocked.
Go right
Baby!
right to Shocker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Cory,
Yes, Bob.
let me just tee you up here.
You don't have to do that.
No. I feel like you just made me, so now
No.
I'm going to.
No, too late. I got it.
Cory Slesky, we really are sitting on bended knee, bated breath, waiting to hear what you've got to drop for the show.
Big Kev, how's it going, brother? Thanks for coming back.
Kevin. So, I realized something the other day. We're all fans of Letterkenny.
We are, yeah.
Went and seen the live shows, minus Todd a couple times, due to the fact that he's not in town all the time. So, it finally hit me. I don't know what I was doing, but it had nothing to do with Letterkenny. And I was like, they never mentioned their last names
On the show?
on the show at
For
all.
the characters, you mean?
Yeah.
Like Wayne's last name.
Yeah.
Katie's last name.
Never once. Derry doesn't have last name. Squirrely Dan doesn't have last name.
Mhm.
I think it's pretty common.
But there was something.
Go Squirrely Dan Williams.
That'd be a pretty badass name. I'm not gonna lie.
Although you might do Sam Malone on Cheers.
So I had to deep dive in this because I'm like, I wonder if there was a premise that they had last
in the
names.
script?
Yeah, but it
Okay.
just wasn't brought up, and it was cut and left on the cutting room floor. I don't know.
Sure.
But there was one person that brought up a certain episode,
Yeah.
and I was, if you guys had to take a wild stab in the dark on what episode one of the last names may have been mentioned, or where it was even mentioned, do you recall that whatsoever? I won't even bother asking you if you know the last name.
Probably in the first season.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
So
Me either.
when they invented
Do tell.
Fart Book,
Okay.
they went to Katie's profile,
Mm-hmm.
and it was listed as Katie Campbell.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. So his name is Wayne Campbell?
Wayne Campbell would be.
Isn't that Mike Myers' character from Wayne's World?
Is it?
I don't know.
It could be. It
Is
very
that
well
not
could be.
Garth and Wayne? Hold on.
At no other point in the entire series does it mention a last name at all, except for that one little instance on Fart Book.
Yeah, Mike Myers' name in Wayne's World is Wayne Campbell.
Then that could be Jared Kiso throwing it back to Mike Myers.
But how would those two even be? I mean, other than the fact that
They don't need to be connected.
they are connected though, through Canada.
Okay, that's a very vague
It's not
connection.
vague. How many Canadian actors and actresses do you think that there are? I mean, of all the Canadian actors in the world, I would think that Mike Myers would be in the top 10.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he's in the top 10, but I'm very sure there's a lot more than what you think.
I'm pretty sure Matthew Perry would be ahead of him.
I didn't say he was ahead of Matthew Perry. I'm just saying in the top 10.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
All right, so
it's
quick. Who are the top 10?
It's a race you would lose, my friend.
Who are the top 10? You got Wayne Campbell, Matt Perry.
Yeah,
I guess no. If we're going real people, it would be
Jared Kiso.
Jared Kiso,
Matt Perry. Who else?
Michael Myers.
Okay, that's 3.
You would have the Bare Naked Ladies.
Martin Short.
The whole band?
Yeah, they're all from Canada.
No, I'm thinking specific famous
Ryan
actors
Short.
from
Reynolds.
Canada.
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay,
There you
that's
go.
4. That's 4.
Martin Short.
Is Martin
Am I
Short
muted?
Canadian?
Yes.
No, you're not. That was just a terrible answer.
I don't know. Is he Canadian?
Alanis Morissette. Alanis Morissette.
That's 5. Hold on. The question is Martin Short.
Damn it. I can't believe you guys shit on me.
No one should have. Look, we're all waiting to hear.
You didn't even acknowledge that I said I thought I was muted.
Because no one knows whether you're right or not. I just Googled it. He is a Canadian
Martin
actor.
Short
That's number 5. So
is a Canadian
Martin
actor.
Short's number 5. So we need 5 more famous Canadians.
This list is absolutely insane, and there's way more people on here.
I'm sure there is.
Than what I think
I'm
you
just
guys
trying
will ever
to.
know.
I'm trying to guess it myself. I hope that Nick is trying to do the same thing. Todd, I hope you're trying to guess
Jim
as well.
Carrey.
I thought we
Michael
already
J.
said Jim
Fox.
Carrey. That's 6.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
That's 7.
Ryan
Wait.
Gosling. Oh, William Shatner.
He
There you go.
Captain
Yeah.
Kirk is a
Yeah,
Well, I mean, anyone
Gosling is not Canadian.
Anyone can look it up. I mean, we were just
Gosling,
kind of
yes.
guessing.
Ryan
He's
Gosling
Canadian.
is Canadian.
He is Canadian.
Dual citizenship?
Stop treading on me, Bob. You dick.
Sorry,
Dan
are you-
Aykroyd. John Candy.
You guys ready to throw? I'm going to throw some names out there.
No, hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like he just threw out John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. Can anyone verify that they're Canadian?
Again.
I don't see them on this list.
Okay. We're going to have to verify this here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Eugene
All right,
Levy.
so John Candy. No, you already. Hold on. So John Candy is Canadian. Who else you say? Dan Aykroyd? Also
I
Canadian.
did.
So well done, sir. So that's 9.
All right, so we got Celine Dion, Keanu Reeves, Avril Lavigne, Seth Rogen,
Go fuck myself.
Now you feel like I did 2 weeks ago.
Drake. I mean,
No
let's
acknowledgement that you
all
already asked
fucking
this
shit or
question.
get off the pot. Dwayne Johnson, Justin Bieber, Matthew Perry.
The
The Rock is
I'm right
Canadian.
here with you.
What the fuck was what? What is he talking
I
about?
thought
know
The Rock
that.
was Hawaiian.
Pam Anderson,
Yeah.
Michael J. Yeah, a bunch of them.
So all these people have Canadian citizenships.
They were Canadian.
Dude, I just saw one. You know who's Canadian?
Or are
Tommy
Canadian,
Chong.
I guess.
Who Todd?
Tommy Chong.
Who is that?
Cheech and Chong.
Oh, okay.
Cheech and
Wow,
Chong.
that
Tommy
I didn't
Chong.
know. He might be the most incarcerated Canadian then. Is that possible?
Kevin says Alan Thicke.
Yeah, Kevin hit it. Alan Thicke. Correct.
Tommy Chong has spent more years in prison than potentially any other Canadian person. I'm just throwing it out there in case anyone can prove me wrong. And I don't think they can.
I don't think anyone's
I don't think Cory's interested.
I don't think anyone's been this excited about Canadians in a long time.
But you know who will be excited about this?
Canadians. We have a shot in front of us. Todd, if you could specifically get a shot or have Mary get you one.
I got one.
Irregardless of what Mary's
Do you want to guess what I'm drinking?
If you could just have her give you a shot, that'd be great.
If you're listening with us
I'll take a shot.
and it's past the live, go ahead and pause us, grab something to do a shot with us, I guess.
Yep.
And
All of those things.
Yep. Pour some coffee in a cup, get some water, milk, or preferably alcohol. But if it's not your thing, it's it is what it is.
Coffee and alcohol have been combined.
Get yourself a
Sounds-
macchiato.
And it's disgusting.
Do a shot of macchiato.
No.
A double shot of espresso.
Irish coffee.
In light of Canadians, cheers, fuckface.
G'day, eh?
Oh,
Terrence and Phillip.
Ah, that tilted my toque.
Oh my God, that did something.
sorry. Say that one more time, Todd.
It tilted my toque. Rick Moranis.
Is toque Swedish for taint?
It is not. Toque is a Canadian hat, bro.
It tilted your toque. Is that an actual? When did you become Canadian?
Ever since
the
I lived
expert.
like 18 miles from it.
And the expert in all things Canadian.
Actually, Hank,
Dude, I know all about Canadian. Molson, Labatt Blue.
Yeah, are
Okay.
we not closer to Canada than Todd?
Boot.
That's a very good. That would be a very good question to pose.
It's easy to prove.
Well, I mean, Todd, what's your address?
I'm 3 hours
I'll
away.
tell you in
from
a second.
You're 3 hours from Canada.
Yeah,
Well, to Vancouver,
contest.
I can get to. I can be in Vancouver, British Columbia, in 3 hours.
No.
So I'm probably only about an hour and a half away from the border.
Okay, so we got you beat.
Yeah,
We're
we're
15,
30 minutes or less.
15.
The way
But
you drive.
you guys are next to the American Canadians. I'm next to the real Canadians. And next to the real
Hold
cities
on.
in Canada.
Canadian borders.
Vancouver,
Canadian
Vancouver's
borders,
the New York
sir.
of
That's you're talking about French.
Vancouver is the New York of Canada.
You're talking about French Canadians. They don't exist, Todd. They're stupid.
Thank
no
you.
one cares about them.
Hold on.
Thank you.
All apologies to all of French Canada.
Yeah.
No apologies on my end.
Montreal,
Canada.
Quebec,
Go fuck
any of the
yourself.
French-speaking Canadian provinces. Cory Schnozzcast does not speak for the podcast.
I speak for myself.
I have
And
quite
He's too short to get into the country. He's not tall enough
less
to
than
ride the
one
ride.
quarter of this podcast.
quite
Keep that in mind.
quite a bit of my relatives are French Canadian, and so I am French Canadian.
Which
And I
explains
take-
all the Australian accents he does.
Take offense to that and the Vegemite thing. So thank you, everybody.
Vegemite is Australian.
I know. I am also Australian.
Well, South Africans also dine on that horrible. I won't even call it food.
I am a third-generation immigrant.
Really close. Really close.
Yeah, it is close. Closer than what you are.
I was just getting ready to say something very controversial, but it's the holiday season, so I'm gonna
You
leave it
don't
on
know.
the porch for now.
I do know.
No, you do not.
Hold on a minute.
Uh-huh.
This sounds like... So I never had brothers, but I assume this is what this conversation would go like. You don't know. Oh, I told you. Just back and forth. Come on, man. This is a civilized conversation. That's all we got to do.
I'm just saying. All I said is what I was, and Cory got angry. So I was like,
I didn't get angry.
I just
said-
assumed, and fill me in if I'm wrong.
I'm just saying you do not know what my exact heritage is.
Do
So-
you?
No, I should probably find that out.
Okay, well,
I'm not about
Polish.
23andMe. I don't have any interest in doing
Correct,
that.
Todd. Thank you.
yeah, I haven't done that. All I know
Have
is
you-
my
have
grandma's
you been to
from
Poland?
Australia.
I have not.
He's
but
still
my,
trying to get to Seattle.
So you come from a line of criminals.
dude. So my Boosh, not Grandma Selesky this time. Boosh was the one. She actually went to Poland, and she came back, and we're like, oh, how cool was it to see our homeland? And all. She's like, well, it was Poland. It was great to see where our family came from, but I will never go back.
Wow.
I was like, what?
Really?
What? She's like, oh yeah. She's like, it was a shithole. I'm like, oh okay.
Where did she go? That was a shithole.
I can't even remember what city. I'm assuming just the most touristy of the cities that you could visit, but even those cities she did not find very appealing.
Dude, we have some drivers that work for us. And the one guy is thick Bulgarian accent. Nicest guy in the world. And he told me, he's like, yeah, I go back to Bulgaria and I take $2,000 and
You're probably a king there.
he's like, I am famous.
Yeah.
He's like, I am rich. I am rich. I'm like, Jesus.
$2,000. Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
He literally
Yeah.
said, he's like, he's got money to spare, give his family, do whatever he wants to do, like anything.
Come here and save a year's salary, move back. You'd be set for life.
There's a reason everyone wants to come here. Come on. Wow,
So,
thanks, Jason.
I spent
Appreciate
some time.
that.
Say it again, Todd.
I spent some time in Poland. I spent a little bit of time. Mary and I spent some time in Poland, and I'm actually going to text you over some pictures. But Abs had an absolute blast in Poland.
So you got actual
definitely, in fact, after
you got actual feet on the ground in
What's the
Poland
question?
rather than like Dubai.
yeah, I actually spent a weekend there.
Oh, okay. So this is way above Dubai.
What was the city in Poland, Todd?
Oh yeah, Gdansk.
Sorry?
Gdansk.
I think that was the
Is that a...
that was the catchphrase that kept playing when Cory and I were drinking in his basement that one night. Jigga 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 Gdansk.
You're an idiot.
Is that a ski resort town, Todd? Do you know?
It is not. It's on the Black Sea. It's beautiful.
Okay. Work trip?
No, pleasure. Mary is Polish, and when we went to Oktoberfest in 2018, we started out in Munich, and there was a group of I think like 8 or 10 of us, and
Yeah.
we split up. We did the first part of the week in Munich, and then when we hit the weekend, we split up, and some people went to different spots, but we took a flight over to Gdansk, Poland, and spent the weekend there and had an absolute blast. Gdansk. It's a beautiful city, and I just texted over some pictures for you guys to take a look at. It was,
All right, texting pictures
and
and
in fact,
spelling the names of cities. That's that sounds like
Hold on.
podcast content to me.
Spelling is never a problem. If someone doesn't know how to spell that, I would rather they hear it from Todd.
Yeah. Yep. No, I mean that
beautiful,
sounds.
I would highly recommend it. We had an amazing time there. The food was fabulous. The people were great, and it is absolutely a vacation destination for people in Europe.
It looks beautiful, Todd.
It was. We had a blast. In fact, that's the funny thing. Like I said, Mary and I came back, and we're like, we got to go back because we were supposed to spend that weekend in Warsaw, but I definitely want to be near the Tri-Cities, which is I'd seen it on one of the House Hunters International episodes, and so right on the Black Sea.
I was just gonna say that's Tawas.
The beach actually looks pretty nice.
Todd looks half of the bag. That
was
beautiful.
Todd, would you echo
beautiful.
Bush, would you echo the late Bush's sentiment and say that it was a shithole?
Not where I was, and so again, I don't know where they went, but where I went, we left, and we were like, we're coming back. So it was an absolute blast.
They had the special slums package of travel.
That's one of Todd's Seattle Kraken
What the
hockey
fuck
players.
is going? Okay,
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Hey, Todd,
I got to
It's like,
salt
how's
you with
he
that.
fucking sneaking in 90-second sports here to a picture segment?
So, Todd, I do have to ask you, because one of her biggest complaints was in the hotels.
Wow.
You had to put your hotel room key into a special slot to get the air conditioner.
That's
keep the
your
power
appeal.
on in your room.
Hey, Cory,
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You didn't have to send us those 50 stars because Jason Schwartzman that I work with just sent them, which got us to our next goal.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Nice.
Thank you, Jason.
He just sent them.
So
Thank you,
what do we all
Jason.
get? We all get massages.
If you look at the top, now we have that little icon, and now we have a little icon of Jason. Apparently, that's going to remain up there.
that seems like it was totally worth it.
He really cemented himself in Schnozzcast history right there.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Jason.
I think that I
I'm
honestly
not
think
sure
that's
how
going to
you're
stay up
benefiting
there.
from this, Jason,
It
but
probably does.
Look at the top. I think it might stay up there.
yeah, it's going to be on your phone forever.
Thank
So
you, buddy.
congratulations, Jason.
Look what it says.
Thank you.
Premium award. Premium award.
Yeah,
We're making it places.
It's a major
50
award.
cents at a time.
it's a major award.
Fragile.
Must be Italian.
Fragile. Must be French.
So yeah, that was one of her biggest gripes. Which let me also say, Todd, yes, it does look very beautiful, and I'm sure it probably was. Her level of beautiful was Hawaii. That's what she was like used to, and her
That was her yardstick.
that was her yardstick
You
of a
had to beat
destination.
Hawaii in
Hawaii.
beauty.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was her yardstick of a destination. So
Okay.
I have
I
more.
know-
I'll send you more. I'll send you more photos. We took some great pics. We went, and again, it's Oktoberfest, so it's wintertime. It was cool, but it was actually still very, very, very temperate. So we We had a blast. Mary and I, we had two other friends that went with us. We won a ton of money at the casino right next to our hotel. So I would highly recommend Gdansk as a destination.
Yeah, no, man. Like I said, the pictures, they look great. Like I said, like her recreation of it when she came back, and obviously at the age she was at, and when she went, like there was no digital cameras, and even if there were, to give her one was not going to work. So yeah, like we really had no way of confirming.
And she didn't, and nobody tipped her to the travel hack. As Bob pointed out, there is a European thing to conserve energy.
Oh, she figured out how to put a credit card in there.
Room key into. No. Actually, there's even a better way. When you check in, go, I'd like 2 keys.
Oh yeah, that would make sense too. Yeah, she just took a credit card and put it in there. And she's like, once I figured that out, she's like, I was okay. I'm like, oh, all right, that's. But yeah, no, like I said, I'm sure it was actually a great place, but the tales that she told about it when she came home, it was almost like Nick's Bulgaria situation of like, it was just still a war-torn, terrible, perverse country.
Well, it's
I get it. Like so, we're Mary and I plan to go back to Warsaw. Because that's actually I don't know if they revoked our thing. We actually had a reservation at the Sheraton in Warsaw that we still haven't used, and they kind of gave us a little bit of a waiver. But I wonder if 5 years is it's expired.
Hold on, are you questioning whether or not a hotel in Warsaw is going to honor a 5-year-old reservation?
They're going to take it.
Because it's Todd? Please don't say it's because it's Todd. Please don't say that.
It's because it's Warsaw, Poland. That's why they're going to take it.
Thank you.
Anyone willing to come here? All right. We'll keep your reservation as long as you want. I canceled it twice, though. We're still keeping it.
We're going to go back. Like I said, the food was fabulous. The people were great. The beer was good, and the casinos were loose. I loved everything about it.
So, real quick before we segue into another segment, and my only question is this: it's kind of twofold, which is one, you've often said that the Poles cannot season their food properly. So, how was that? That's my first question.
Yep. Yeah, so
take them in
at restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah, at restaurants they actually prepared the food in a way that it wasn't over seasoned, but it wasn't just boiled meats and potatoes. And in fact, if you ever do a European tour, and this is the one thing that I was enamored with, there's the notion of Schweinehaxen. So your German roots should pick up on that, Nick.
Yep.
Schweinehaxen is an amazing the pork knuckle that is an amazing cut of meat that's kind of tough to get in the U.S. But in Germany, it was more crisp. What I found was it was a little bit soggier in Poland, but it was exceptionally tasty. And they used herbs and other things, not so much salt, but enough to make it was fabulous. The food was great. Loved it. I can't. Again, I will when you guys invite Mary on and spring her on us, you should definitely ask her. I don't have one negative thing to say about our trip there. We from the moment we got off our plane, the taxi driver was great. The first thing I asked him is, how do I say thank you in Polish, and how do I order a beer, and it was just a blast. He was really, really great. We went to a couple of museums there. I'll share with more pictures. The city itself, beautiful, and we were right on the ocean, and it was an amazing trip. And I would highly recommend, especially that city. Amazing. You could book a week there during whatever their summer months are, and you would not be unhappy with that choice.
Time out, sir.
Even their wieners were good.
Time out. We need to make an announcement here on the podcast.
We need to make an announcement. Not only did we got 50 stars from Gina a couple weeks ago. So
another one, another 100.
As a creator, there are certain goals that we have to make in order to get into the point of monetization. And one thing that we needed that we didn't really realize until a couple weeks ago was that your first 100 stars at the 100 mark, you get a badge.
Oh, that's good.
Just like we got a badge from other things that we did. So we're starting to now go up that hill and work towards badges, towards monetization.
Oh, that's good.
Exactly. Thank you, Todd. And so the first 50 was from Gina, and Cory had said, you know what, I might just do the second 50 myself, because once you get to that 100 stars, you get a second badge. Jason not only gave us that second badge, which is now, if you look, I don't know if this is just, if you're an administrator of the podcast, you can see this, or if everybody can see this, but our first trophy is now at the top. Our second trophy, once Jason sent us those 50 stars, shows his profile picture as one of the slots. Yeah. And on top of that, after explaining the process, he just sent us 100 more stars. So thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. And rest easy.
Danke
Sleep well
schön.
tonight, knowing that your face, your mug, is going to be the top of Nick Bader's phone for the rest of the month.
And I don't.
May I share a message with him in Polish?
No.
Dajmy
you
buzi.
won't. No.
Dajmy buzi.
Zakushi?
Actually, I'd
No,
like
dajmy buzi.
all you got to say.
That means give me a kiss.
There you go.
All you got to say is dubsha dubsha. Dubsha dubsha. But what I'm saying is if I don't know the process, but my heart of hearts wants to say that maybe his face is going to remain up there until someone trumps him. And I think that's the way it goes.
Dajmy dupayash.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
kiss
right.
my ass.
I was waiting so long to
Yeah,
hear that.
I speak a little
There
bit
you
more.
go.
I like
Polish
how
than I thought.
Nick was like, I will not be deterred. No, I see what Cory Slesky's doing. I don't want him to interrupt me. I'm going to do whatever I want to do here.
Jason, just so you guys are aware, Jason says, of course, guys, I love the show and I try and catch it every week. We
Jason,
appreciate
thank you so much.
that. We appreciate that, buddy.
And-
Glutton for punishment.
And if we're going back historically, thank you, Gina, as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. So
Thank
I don't
you to everyone who listens.
I don't know how that works for the badge at the top, but
Don't know either.
if I was a guessing man, I would say that it keeps the highest ranking photo up there. So
You know what we could do? We could promise for your next year's Thanksgiving party to give a $100 bill to whoever tops the current total of stars.
we could do that too.
We could do that.
So for somebody that wants to spend $5 in stars, they get $100.
I mean, sure.
That seems like I'll
No,
do
I
it
think
myself.
I think anybody spends $5 in stars
Well,
should
hold
get to
on.
spend a night
This
with
offer
Cory.
stands for the next 35 minutes. So if you give 5 stars in the next 60 seconds, you might be outdone by someone.
Okay, well, 5 stars
minutes
is
from now.
5 cents.
That's fine. Look, this is a
That's
high
the
stakes.
quickest
Yeah,
100 you're gonna ever make.
This is a high stakes.
5,000
High stakes
stars,
game.
and we'll go to Poland together.
Oh my God!
I heard that Katowice was nice this time of year.
So
Poland.
5,000 would be $50, right?
Look, if someone gives 5,000, that is a great bar to set.
And Todd's
5,000 stars.
5,000
That's what we're looking
stars.
for now, folks.
50 bucks.
5,000 stars.
Todd's taking you to Poland.
Yep.
No, I didn't say that. I said I will spend. If you go to Poland, I'll
You get a
join
trip
you
to
there.
Poland with Todd Dillon, and you get $100 from the Holiday Cash Box.
For $50.
That's a promise.
You're going to Poland and getting
Exactly.
$100 back.
Well,
Exactly, and I'll show you around too.
Gdansk.
yes.
Gdansk. Beautiful city.
Exactly.
All right, well, I'm not sure if Cory's ever going to come back, so while he's gone, we should probably do this shot.
We're waiting on Cory.
No, are we? Oh, there he is.
No, I got to pour a shot still because nobody ever gives me a heads up.
Todd, God damn it.
Lori wants to say she's not really sure how to send stars, but this is her favorite show.
That's got to be worth at least 2 stars.
There you go.
Cory,
There
mark
you go.
Cory down for 2 stars if you could.
Okay, give me 50 cents.
See me after the show.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, boys. For Gdansk.
Gdansk!
Dajmy buzi.
Gdansk! Wait, Gdansk!
Didn't sound any better that time.
Gdansk!
Kiss on your face.
Cheers
I'm a bougie.
Cheers to our bougie boosh.
I was really hoping that one of those would have thrown Cory out of this game.
No. Jason, thank you for letting me know, buddy. Jason says that YouTube commenting is way better than Facebook commenting.
Really?
So, yeah.
I don't doubt that. Facebook's very glitchy, so.
Dude, Facebook and YouTube are both excellent, and I love them all. Thank you for listening to us on whatever channel you choose.
YouTube would probably
I'm a
be
bougie.
better.
All right, taking charge here. Nick Bader. Here we go.
Existential question of the week.
Okay, so for this installment, and I think we need to change that because it's not necessarily an existential question of the week because we don't do it weekly. But maybe just Nick's existential question. We don't always do the existential
But
question.
it is this week.
Yes.
But it's a week.
Well, I mean, we didn't do it on the first episode.
The very first episode?
The first episode we just did, which was a week.
In the world?
I mean, technically, though, if we did it on an episode, it would be for that week. So.
Right, but we didn't do it on the last episode.
Correct.
Which means it's
That
not
may never air.
a week.
But it's still this week.
I might listen to it
it's
and
still
find
this
out
week.
it's total garbage.
Okay.
We may never listen to it.
Anyhow, so Nick's existential question, this version of the installment. Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Bask in the glow of this glory. So
If you're still tuning in, congratulations.
okay.
Here it comes.
Uh-huh. So this version of the existential question, this is gonna be way easier for me than it is for you guys. And I'm very interested to find out the answer. What popular movie have you never seen? And I love that. I love that. I love that for you guys.
I'm out.
No, you're
I
not.
got a bunch of them.
Popular movies.
No, I know you've seen all the popular movies, which is why this is going to be. You're going to feel like you're doing a gentleman's agreement, but you're going to feel like me because it's going to be very difficult for you to figure this out. So I will
Not for me.
start
I already got mine.
I will start this off. People that know me probably already know this, but those that don't, I have never, ever seen any Star Wars movie. Ever. Not one of them, not a little bit of them.
That hurts my soul.
Yeah, it should.
So you're just going to hijack all my
That
segments.
hurts my soul.
Sorry, buddy.
That hurts my soul.
So I've never seen any Star Wars, and that's a popular movie. Cory, this is easy for you. You're not big on pop culture movies. You're not big on. You love documentaries, and you have your niche of movies that you like to see. So you could easily say like Lord of the Rings and things like that. Like there are a lot of popular movies that you have not seen. But for someone like Bob, as he's looking up popular movies.
I got my answer.
Okay.
I got my answer.
Todd, you have yours, so go ahead, bud.
I do, Titanic.
Wow, really?
I've never seen Titanic.
How did you? So you and I are of a similar age. How did you ever get through school not taking a girl to see Titanic?
School? What school were you
girl.
in?
He knows.
What school were you in that Titanic was out?
He knows.
I don't know.
You
I have
got-
no
they,
idea.
They were probably in college when it came out.
Oh,
Yeah, it was 97.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember going to see it in the theater. So
Yeah, Todd and I are young bucks.
we're.
Yeah.
in,
I'm much
I mean,
younger than
We were
you.
in junior high in 1977.
All right, Todd. So, what is your answer, bud?
Titanic.
Oh, Titanic. Okay, I'm sorry.
And I can name like 4 others that I've never ever seen. I've never seen Good Will Hunting.
Dude,
I've
what
never
the fuck?
seen-
Neither have I.
What the fuck?
Why does
man?
that surprise you?
Because it's a really popular movie
Okay.
with actors that he should know about.
Okay.
He should at least be
He
I
probably
do.
mildly curious about.
No,
what
not
else
you.
they
I do.
do.
I know.
Not you.
I know about all. I know Leo was in
Okay,
Titanic.
we're talking about Nick.
Nick.
You know about movies. We're not talking about you, Todd.
Hey, Todd, you not seeing Good Will Hunting? Yes, that is surprising. when Nick chimed in and said he hadn't seen it, that's when Bob and I are like, well, that makes sense. There's no, it's not surprising at all that he hasn't seen that.
Never saw it. Okay, so Titanic.
Yeah, I never saw it.
How about you, bud?
I mean, you took the Star Wars, which I've never seen. Any of the Star Wars movies?
Any of them?
No.
Any of them?
Any of them.
Wow, I didn't know that
Oh
about
my
you.
God, that hurts my soul doubly.
But as Nick already stated, yeah, anything sci-fi or like Harry Potter.
You're not a big sci-fi fan.
No.
In fact, I feel like the only sci-fi you've seen are those that we've assigned to you.
No. Like I don't know if you want to really consider a lot of the Marvel movies sci-fi, but
they're kind of in their own genre, I would
right.
think.
Yeah, they're kind of on the fence between
superhero.
So
between the two.
Does that mean you don't have a very active imagination? Is that true?
I mean, I like to think my imagination is very active, but
when you were a kid,
But you don't like to see active imaginations on the screen.
no, 'cause it just doesn't it doesn't do anything. I'm like I know this is not real.
I feel like you have a problem. He has a problem suspending disbelief.
But the funny part about that is that you're so into ghosts, which a lot of people don't think are real.
Yeah, and that's I don't know.
But he's picked, of all the things that could be real and not real, he's picked ghosts as the ones that are, and everything else is not.
I mean, but there's more proof towards the paranormal being an actual thing, as opposed to Avatar being an actual thing.
Right.
So there couldn't possibly be another planet out there with life on it.
There could be. Where's any little bit of proof of that?
Of the planet with life on it?
No, like a planet like Avatar.
Well, a planet like a movie like Avatar is the supposition that
It's just more
we're
the
the life on
technology.
that planet.
It's the
that
technology.
Perhaps it might have evolved like this.
Right.
It's not this is how it is right now, and we know that because you've been there, because no one ever has.
Right. But so that
it's a theoretical supposition.
Exactly. If
that's the thing I think you have a problem with.
If it were to be like
movies that presuppose something, and you're like, that hasn't happened yet.
I think you're correct in that assumption that not having any little bit of a connection. Yeah,
we have not built time machines that will take you back to 1955 so that you can try to avoid your mother's advances while subsequently trying to shepherd your father through the enchantment of the sea dance.
The fact of the matter is that there are more planets and stars in the sky than grains of sand on all of our beaches.
Yeah,
to think that we are the only advanced life or any kind of life as one grain of that piece of sand would be ignorant.
Right.
To think that.
Don't get that confused by any means.
Well, I wouldn't expound that far, but I would say that we easily lose focus on the dimension of our world as compared to the universe. So again, I don't know that I believe that there's Earth 2 somewhere, but it's hard for us to kind of imagine the fact that if the Earth is the size of a grain of sand,
Right.
the sun is the size of a golf ball, and the next closest star to us is like 750 miles away. If you use those dimensions, those are things you could understand.
Correct. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing, especially on a clear night in Seattle tonight. And I don't have light pollution where I live, so I can see millions of stars. Like literally, the sky is littered with stars, and they're all further away than the sun. And if I put that into the perspective of grain of sand, golf ball, 750 miles, that makes us feel really, really small.
Yep.
In the grander things. That said, I don't believe that 9,000 miles in the same comparison realm that there's a Todd Dillon in an alternate universe who's not a bully of bullies, but an actual bully, or the bizarro world. I don't buy into that, but I just think we easily lose track of how small the scale of our Earth is in comparison to the universe. That I
don't believe in an exact replica of ourselves that is completely different in an alternate universe. astrophysicists and scientists have done calculations where they're like, basically, there's no way it couldn't happen with all the different planets and stars and everything there possibly could be. Like there's a very good chance that could be a possibility. I'm not that far, but we know for 100% fact that there are habitable, life-building planets out there that are just too far at this point for us to get to. And so when there's oxygen and there's water and things like that, we know life exists. So there is stuff going on.
And don't get me wrong, I don't agree. I don't disagree with that. I agree. You're 100% right, and I didn't mean to cut you off, Nick. I do believe that there are life forms of some sort on other planets that have the atmosphere and the capability of sustaining some form of life. That said, I don't think that there's a mirror. Or there's an Earth 2 that's so far to get away. And especially, and ultimately, the funny thing is, an interesting conversation I had with my niece this summer. Based on how we. This is a really interesting thing, but my niece was thinking, and I think most young people, based on how we create movies and based on how mean humans are to one another, we presuppose that if there is another humanoid-like race of people out there or a group of people out there, that they mean that if they met us, they would do us harm. And I'm like, well, that would be pretty sad. And so if literally there's another Earth where there are human beings who are bigots and all manner of other bad things, and the only thing that keeps them away from us is the fact that it's too far away to get to. That's a pretty sad existence as well. But I mean, I would hope and my thing that I said to my niece was, why would we presuppose that beings that are more advanced than us, because that's the other thing. How come it is that we are so, especially our own vanity? So there's another planet that's Earth 2, but they're way smarter than us, and they know how to come and visit us without us knowing, and we're dumbasses, and we just can only go as far as we can go. And if they did decide to come, they're going to come and finger us in the butt to probe us and figure out why we do what we do.
All right,
that is the thing that of sci-fi I don't get.
Finger us in the butt. I wasn't sure if Todd Dillon was going to be on this episode or if he was going to have other obligations, but he decided he was totally clear to be on this episode, and now we're getting a 4 or 5 minute dissertation on being fingered in the butt. I gotta call time out.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
And movies we haven't seen.
Yeah,
I wonder if they've seen Good Will Hunting,
because I feel like we've gone far afield from what the original question was.
So we have
exactly,
and we can come back to this, but the original question
Yeah.
was, what is a popular movie that you have never seen? And so all of us have to. Cory, you answered yours.
Yeah.
Todd and I answered mine. So Bob,
Yeah.
what is yours?
So I had to go to, I think the list that I have always kind of relied upon to tell me historically over time what are the top 10 movies, the top 100 movies. So this is from AFI.com, which is the American Film Institute. I had to go down to number 18 to find a movie that I had not seen before, and like a fucking dork, I am disappointed that I only got to 18. I thought I would be much higher until I hit a movie that I hadn't seen before. But sadly, number 18 I had not seen. So this is not a list of popular movies. This is a list of good movies, of movies that have been voted upon by.
What popular movie have you never seen? I believe was the question.
So for people that are listening, I'm going to go through this list just until I get up to I'm going to go through the top 20 because I was stumped by number 18 that I had not seen before. So I'm going to go through this list starting at number.
Hey
1.
Bob,
yeah.
If you're gonna do that, can you as you go through them, can you ask each person if they've seen it or not? I'd like to get that tally.
You want to get that tally?
Yeah, just everybody say yes or no.
Why don't we just so all the co-hosts in the podcast, just go to your phone, open up your notes app.
Nope. We're not doing all phones.
No, you don't have to type.
No,
There's
that's
no
hard.
pen.
No.
Just go to your notes app.
Come on, Bob. We'll quickly say yes or no.
Make a fucking check mark or a number one or a fucking
yes or
period
no.
or a
We'll say
space
yes
or
or no.
whatever.
We'll do that later. We're just,
Bob,
let's
just
do
go.
the
We'll say
or
yes or
right
no.
now
Okay.
For the audio show. Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes,
All right,
please.
So now you're going to have to say yes or no.
That's it.
Everything that I said.
Just
Yes.
to
Just get to
18.
it.
That's it.
All right.
real
Number
quick.
one,
Yes.
Citizen Kane.
Thank you.
No.
1941.
No.
Okay.
So
No.
Cory and I have seen it. Number two, The Godfather.
Yes.
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 Quicker.
All right, we've all seen it. Number three, Casablanca.
No.
Yes.
No.
Two of you motherfuckers.
Okay. Quicker.
No. This is because you didn't want to bring up your notes app. Now you're gonna wait for my response to every answer
You're
you
gonna wait for your groan every time.
Yeah.
Number
Snap
four.
two. Snap two. Snap
Raging
two.
Bull.
No.
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 Didn't I assign you Raging Bull?
Yes.
If it was,
I thought
if it was a cowboy show, maybe I saw it. Bob, but this is not the time.
Are you sure?
This is.
I feel like it is.
I really just asked you about a movie, and you're going down a list of 18
Well,
through
I
four
did.
different people.
I did. In
Okay.
February 5th, 2021, Raging Bull I assigned.
Okay.
That
So
either
I
means
saw
he
it.
didn't watch it or it didn't mean fuck all to him, which is almost worse.
No, I probably
Probably
gave a
both.
review to it, and I just don't remember. So keep going.
Number five.
It was before I was here, so it's no great. It wasn't graded.
Sing in the Rain. No, I've
Singing
never
in the
seen
Rain,
it. No.
1952.
No.
No. Never
Right.
even heard of it.
Number six, Gone with the Wind.
Yes.
No.
I'm sure I've seen it through my mom. Yeah, I think I have.
That's probably a likely mom watch.
Racist.
Also, it's probably true.
No.
Moms fall into
No, thank
races, but
It was 1939. I mean, singing
The movies. The movie itself.
it was
No,
so far
no,
the oldest movie we've
don't
got
lose
here.
track.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
keep
Number
going.
7, Lawrence of Arabia.
No.
No.
Which version?
The only version.
No, there's several versions.
Oh.
No, there aren't.
Yeah, there's.
No, there aren't.
Anyway. Oh. And the answer is still no.
Let's
I'm with
The
Nick.
old version, I've not seen.
come on.
Number 8, Schindler's List.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 9, Vertigo.
No.
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 Wow. Number 10, Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Yes.
Cory, there's an order here. I go first.
Number 11, City Lights with Charlie Chaplin.
No.
No.
Hell to the no, bro.
Wow. Number 12, The Searchers.
No.
Are you fucking... You should be ashamed.
This seems like a shitty list.
It's a very
The
shitty list.
Searchers.
The
I never even
Searchers
heard
is
of it.
Oh, okay.
John Wayne, 1956, the greatest Western ever filmed.
You know I've never seen. You introduced me to westerns. Go.
I feel like I assigned that to you.
Nope.
Also,
No, you
really
didn't.
disgusting.
I guarantee
Number
that.
13, Star Wars, 1977.
No.
Hell to the yeah.
Number 14, Psycho, 1960.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 15, 2001, A Space Odyssey.
No.
Just
I
say
think so.
I was
Corey.
saying, I'm
No, I
right
think
there
I
with
have.
Todd. I feel like I have.
no. Number
I think
16,
I've seen it.
16, Sunset Boulevard.
Corey's really
1950.
hoping you don't assign it to him. No.
Sunset Boulevard.
No.
I don't know.
Number 17, The Graduate.
Nope.
No.
Who's in it?
Doesn't matter. Continue on.
Dustin Hoffman.
Nope. Continue on.
Bob's soul is breaking.
I think I've
down.
seen it.
Go ahead.
I think I've seen it.
Number
I think
18,
I've seen
this
it.
is where I got stopped. This is where I got fucking stumped. The General.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie.
1926.
No. No.
The who?
The General.
The General. Who's in that?
1926.
No, I didn't see it because there's no black people in it. They were
That's
slaves.
probably absolutely true. And I'm sorry for that. I don't think I was responsible, but I still feel like I'm sorry for it.
I'm like, yeah, I probably didn't see that one.
There was a Buster Keaton film.
Two more, Bob. Two more, just to
1926,
round it out. Two more.
Too many white damn
All right,
people in that
so
movie.
I have high hopes for one of the two of these things. Just one. Only one. And that is not number 19, it's number 20. But number 19 was On the Waterfront.
No.
Never heard of it.
Can't say I've ever seen it.
Number 20, It's a Wonderful Life.
No.
No.
Ever seen It's a Wonderful Life?
I've heard of it, and no thank you.
No.
All right. Well, hang on. That is weird because.
Well, all these are weird.
Yeah,
but-
well,
Here we go again.
sorry, I had to burp. But It's a Wonderful Life. That's very weird that you have not seen that because
It is a quintessential
Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
I know it is.
Like unbelievable.
I am
No, it's
aware
not.
How do you know it is, but
No,
you've
it's
never
not.
seen it?
because I've heard so many references
I know it's
in
not.
different,
curious,
in different TV shows and stuff.
No.
but never
No.
been curious enough to watch.
No.
As
No.
a matter of
It's
fact,
a
Matthew
Christ- a
Perry
Christmas
made a
story is
reference to it.
A Christmas Story is the only Christmas story, and that and Die Hards are the only Christmas movies.
No, there's many Christmas movies, my man. The fact that
No.
you just named two means
No.
that there's more than
No.
one. So you must have allowed the
No.
second one at some point.
Todd,
Come on, brother.
I will say A Christmas Story is yes. That is the number one Christmas movie of all time.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is.
But
And
it's
the only
a-
black person in that one is one of the kids in the classroom.
Christ.
and there's at the beginning the prologue where they're showing the people singing music, gospel music out in the street. That's about it.
I think there was someone in blackface too, like when the robbers were coming through
Oh,
the backyard.
whoa.
Yeah, that's
whoa.
probably pretty true.
Whoa.
It doesn't
But-
make it right. It just makes
No,
it true.
I'm not saying it's okay
Just
by any
makes it
means.
true.
I don't agree with that.
But when it was made, that's how they thought things were funny. So
Gentlemen,
I got
I must insist on this. Can please do another 10? I've got to. I looked ahead to see what was in 21 through 30. Can I please just quickly? I'm going to run through them here. Just say yes or no.
I
right,
vote
hold
yes
on.
because I'm going to say
Hold
no. I think to most of these.
Let me just say
No,
this.
I think Todd. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. Go ahead, Nick.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
I'm going to hand down, put an end to.
No, you may actually have.
Hold on. You don't know what I'm going to say yet.
I do.
I'm gonna. No, you don't. I'm gonna put more bodily functions on fucking tape. Great. I'm gonna put a hand down
Yep.
and say that we're done with the existential question, but continue with that, please.
Oh well, I don't know what to do now
I
because
like
this is definitely part of your question.
That-
No, it's
No.
not. This is
No, it's
we've
not.
spun
No, it's
off.
not. Now
We've
it's a whole
spun
nother
off.
segment.
Yeah, we
This is
spun
a whole
off.
other
What
segment.
segment have I spun off into? I don't want
But
to
no,
spin off.
it's
into
not a
this.
segment. This is
movies
great.
that nobody movies that are famous that nobody liked.
Yeah,
I'm with
this
Nick.
is great. This is
Keep
great.
going.
Yeah.
All right, so for the listeners, we're gonna go alphabetically here. We're gonna Cory, Nick, and Todd. Here we go. Number 21. Yes or no? Here we go. Cory, Nick, Cory first, and then Nick, and then Todd. Here we go. Yes or no? Number 21. Chinatown. Cory,
no,
Nick,
Nope.
Todd.
Hell no.
Number 22. Some Like It Hot. Cory,
no,
Nick,
Nope.
Todd.
I don't think so.
Number 23. The Grapes of Wrath. Cory,
no.
Nick,
Nope.
Todd.
Don't think so.
Come on, man. Number 24.
Not a lot
I
of
don't
black
know.
people
I
in these
honestly,
movies.
no, dude, I honestly don't remember. No. I honestly, I'm familiar with that title, and I don't know if I've seen it before. It
The
literally,
case he's
if I
making
have
now is
seen
that
it,
black
Bob,
people don't
it
remember
doesn't
anything.
resonate. Yeah, or Todd doesn't remember anything. I played football.
Sure.
Genius has
Could be a
finished the
little
fucking list.
CTE. Okay, sorry. Number 24. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Cory,
Yes.
Yep.
Nick.
Yes.
Todd.
No,
You've never seen E.T.?
I have not.
Todd, why is that?
Nope. Finish the list. Let's go.
Here
I don't
we
know
go.
because I actually like
shut up.
Spielberg. I like.
No one cares.
I like Spielberg. I just
Continue on.
Number 25. To Kill a Mockingbird. Cory,
Yes.
No.
Nick. Todd.
no.
Number 26. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Cory,
No.
Nick.
No.
Todd.
Nope.
Number 27. High Noon. Cory,
Yes.
Nick.
No.
Dude. I swear to God I assigned that to you. Todd.
I don't think so.
Number 28. All About
No.
Eve. Cory,
No.
Nick.
No.
Todd. Number 29.
Nope.
Double Indemnity. Cory,
No.
Nick.
No.
Todd.
Nope.
Number 30. Apocalypse Now.
Yes.
Nope.
Cory, Nick. No Nick. No for Nick. Todd.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun,
Gentlemen,
dun, dun,
maybe
dun,
we've
dun,
been
dun,
maybe we've been
dun.
approaching Apocalypse Now. Gentleman's Agreement
Gentleman's agreement.
from the wrong angle from the very beginning.
No, we haven't.
No?
Exactly. Don't assign me any of these. Most of the, I will actually. Some of these I will actually watch. A couple of them I might take a look at, but no, don't
Hey,
do it.
hang on.
Yeah.
So out of all of those, because you never responded to
Yeah,
any of
because
them.
I get 18, the general, I had not seen.
Right. But out of all the others,
Top 30? Yeah, I've seen them all.
Except for 18.
Yep, 18 was the one.
all the other ones past
Wow.
18 you've seen.
Up to 30, I haven't looked at 30.
That makes
So
sense.
over
That
30.
that actually makes sense though. Who of us who has an English master's in English?
There you go.
That's
Number
what do you
37.
think that degree?
I've never seen
That's
number
all
30.
watching movies, dude.
No,
It's
37.
the greatest. It's the greatest degree ever.
We have one thing, and you're
Sure.
absolutely right, Todd.
Sure.
And we're not going past 30 because we already went past 18. We didn't even need to go up to 18. One of the guests in the room wants to say, do you feel better now about yourself ranking that you went over this whole list?
I do, because I got a lot of good information from this list. I got a lot of ideas that I legitimately, when we do gentleman's agreement,
We
If
can
you-
all sleep now, they say in the room.
if you've never listened to any earlier episode of the Schnozzcast other than tonight, we've done gentleman's agreement before. And gentleman's agreement is a segment in which we assign each other movies that we've seen that we want to recommend to them. So Nick obviously there's a ton of movies he hasn't seen. Like, think of the top 10 list of movies that you, the listener, are your favorite. Chances are he's seen only one of them. And that means you have 9 that you're like, oh my God, you haven't seen those? And it just gets to the point where, like, I want him to experience what I experienced seeing those movies. So
Lori also says, where is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
that's a great
Oh,
question.
Jesus.
Hold on. Control F for find.
Oh, my God. Well, that's good
That is
content.
at number 33. We didn't quite get that far. We got up to 30.
Number 33.
Yeah. Now, there's a whole bunch on this list. I will say, to Nick Bader's credit, this is the list of the top 100 movies from the American Film Institute. He has seen way more of these movies now since we started Gentleman's Agreement than he ever would have if we'd never done it. I happen to think that's a good thing.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
To echo your sentiment,
Mhm.
that John Wayne wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Gentleman's Agreement.
Maybe that
There you go.
um,
Or Jingle
for
Jangle.
a few dollars more poster wouldn't be there either.
It would not. The Clint Eastwood poster or picture that I put upstairs in my house, in my kitchen, that's there all the time in my kitchen.
Sure.
That wouldn't have been there if I didn't see for a few dollars more and all that good stuff.
Part of the benefit of going through a list of film recommendations that you get to know your co-hosts, and
Mm-hmm.
you get to understand how much Nick really loves Westerns. And they're not every Western, but there's a particular kind of Western that he absolutely loves. And if you assign him one of those, it is a great feeling when you get to hear the review. And it just is. And if you want that feeling with Cory, you just got to make sure that you don't assign him a science fiction film. That is the kiss of death, and you will get a D+.
I have purchased McClintock. I have purchased McClintock, and on a nice night that I got nothing going on, I will watch it over and over and over, and sit and have some drinks and be transported in time. Like,
this is the whole benefit of doing this section. That makes me really, really happy. It also makes me wonder if I've had the same impact on Todd and Cory that I have on you when it comes to McClintock. Which, by the way, I must give credit to Lori for, because McClintock was Lori's recommendation. She asked me to please put it on my list to assign to you.
I think it's oddly weird. My grandfather spent, and it has nothing to do with him. Like, there's no subconscious thing that like has to do with him. But I remember, like, my grandma used to she would pay extra money for like a Western channel. And he would just lay and watch Westerns all the time. And I thought it was the most boring, annoying. It was always in the background. It was just boring and annoying.
Yeah.
And the few that I've seen, like, I really am an old soul. I feel like, I don't know, I was born in the wrong time. But I do watch stuff like that, and I feel like I'm transported. And there are a few movies that do that for me, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm drawn to it, and like I told you guys before, I had a psychic that told me just the same. So,
Todd, go ahead.
It's interesting. It's interesting you say that because here's a funny thing. Ultimately, some of the movies that I won't watch. And again, there are westerns that I like, but I don't like movies. One of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies is The Unforgiven because he and Morgan Freeman
Oh yeah.
are good friends, even in an era where
Where they shouldn't
being
be.
friends with a person who doesn't look like you is not a thing, and actually being so true to that is very endearing to me because the movies that don't have representation are those people that look like me being heroes, and it's kind of funny. We joke about this all the time. I assign you and Cory movies, and even Bob movies that I think that you would never ever see because when you look at the cover on a DVD box or just the thing, it's not a thing that you'd be drawn to because your tribe isn't represented on the cover of it. And I don't assign it to you because I think that you need to be educated, but I assign it because I'm like, hey, this is a part of what I grew up on, and these are really good movies. And then, like I said, even Jingle Jangle, we joke about it all the time, and I'm like,
Hold on.
hey,
Did
this
you
is
just
a
bring up
thing
Jingle Jangle?
For the second or
I
third
did
time.
because it was a fabulous movie that wasn't for adults, but here's the thing.
And that's why I signed it to Nick.
If you stick to your tribe, it was a really good movie with A-list performers who you might not recommend to somebody because your tribe isn't represented on the cover of the press sheet.
Listen,
and so that again,
I turned a
assigned
corner. I turned a corner once I saw an animated version of Ricky Martin talking and singing. I knew that it was a gem. I knew it was.
I feel like that was sarcasm.
Cory, how many people in the room want to hear me go through the next?
Forrest Whitaker.
Oh my God!
31 through 40.
No one.
No one? Are
No
you
one.
sure?
Yeah.
I feel like if I look at Nick's phone and he's got it up here.
Everyone was saying
how many people?
stop.
Whether it's Gina or Lori or
Everyone kept saying
Gina
stop.
or Lori.
Wrap it up. Everyone kept saying stop.
You were telling me they're like, no, just keep going.
No, actually, what I was telling you was, is Bob
Stop
happy
going.
with himself?
Just
Gina
stop
says
it.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Gina literally just said no.
All right, that's fair.
No twice.
No. Oh, Kevin Bennett says
I do.
Hey, Kevin Bennett.
Kevin's
You
a
want to hear
glutton for
what the
punishment.
top five movies through 31 through 40 are? I'll be happy to read them off.
Kevin, send your phone number over. You and Bob can talk after the show.
Kevin, call me up. It's 555-2468.
No, it's not.
Call the shocker line.
Shocker.
It's Logan
Call the
7.
shocker line.
2539.
Actually, can I propose this? Anybody with an opinion on this topic, dial up the shocker line and make your feelings known.
618 shocker.
Yep.
But
Open for the next
Shocker.
4 minutes.
Todd, that's 100% true. But I almost want to lean into the fact that I hope you don't think, first of all, one, that anyone's looking up.
If you say fucking Jingle Jangle, I
No.
swear to God.
No.
Okay.
I hope, first of all, I hope you understand that movie jackets are no longer a thing. And when you commented on, you're going to look at the movie jacket and see someone that doesn't look like you, and you're not going to want to watch that movie. And two,
Fuck you. Movie jackets are a thing.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Today they are.
No, they still are. If you go on
also-
if you go on to Netflix right now, there's a movie jacket.
I hope you don't think that I would see a movie jacket of a black man and be like, "Oh, this movie's not for me." Like, that has never happened, ever.
He's told me before, Todd.
Even though you retreated from your original review, you rip on Jingle Jangle, but you said I would absolutely recommend it to nephews and nieces.
100. That's what I said.
I still count that as a victory. I know.
Todd,
Yeah.
I've got a Hotmail address. And Nick emails me there at the Hotmail address to tell me how he really feels about the movie.
But
I'm happy to send them to you.
I also said that it was kind of breaking the rules from Gentleman's Agreement, because
It wasn't, because I actually did enjoy it because that movie.
No.
No, it didn't break the rules because it was assigning something to someone that you liked. And the one thing that I will say about that, and this, I didn't break the rules 100% because
you did.
It absolutely is a kid's movie. But here's the thing, that I thoroughly enjoyed it because when I was a kid, that movie with that type of production budget did not exist.
I understand
at all.
that. I understand
and so I never saw it when I was a kid.
The rules of gentleman's agreement were you need to assign a movie to someone that you like, that you also think they would like. And once I told you, it's a movie that probably would be great for a different age demographic. And you said, well, would you recommend it to your nieces and nephews? And I said, well, absolutely. And you said, then my work is done. And I'm like, but that's not what I would like as an adult male.
I still stand behind that. It's still a win.
No, it's not.
And Griffin loves Jingle Jangle.
As a high 30s male at the time, watching a movie that a kid should watch.
Did you just say high 30s?
Because I'm now 40, and it was at the time.
Yeah, he refused
can't
to
be in
say
the high
he's
30s.
40.
Happy birthday, old man.
40.
I was not 40 at the time.
He's like 39 and a half.
Yeah,
or 41 and 3/4.
It was last year.
Right.
9,000 months.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that was kind of breaking the rules because you almost knew that I wouldn't like it. But
I enjoyed the movie.
I
enjoyed the movie.
But you had
and I assigned it to you because I hoped that you would.
All right.
I had to assume that you wouldn't like it because you don't like black people.
Wrap it up.
Jingle, jingle, move on.
Jingle fucking jangle. All right.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, I love you.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next weekend. On behalf of Cory, Nick, and Todd, this is Bob saying peace out. We'll see you next weekend. Take care of yourselves.